Welcome everybody to some more Trails on the Sky. I left kind of like in the middle of the main story-ish last time. It was starting to get kind of late and I was getting sleepy and I was like, okay, before we get into some like probably bigger story plot lines, I am going to just end it here and go to sleep. So we're going to continue this part of the prologue that we're in, and I believe there's another section of the prologue that we still have to do, and then we're finally out, and then we're into the next few chapters of the game. Hold on, you can't hear the game right now. I had it paused. But yes, let me know how the game sounds, if it's too loud, if it's too quiet. I've been doing great. I recently got myself into a new hobby and just chilling. Oh, that's nice. Starting new hobbies is always good, and yet it can be a challenge. It's always exciting to start a new hobby, but then like sometimes keeping up with it, you're just like, ooh, how do I stay consistent? But it depends. If you really love that hobby, then it will be like a natural calling to you. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what voice I gave. Was it this guy or was it the other guy? This guy. I already forgot what voice I gave him. I tried to give him something gruff. Maybe I will do a better job with it this week than I did last week. This is the professor, right? Why does he look different? Same thing. I already forgot what voice I gave all of them. Except for Stella and Joshua. But, let's see. Do I need to talk to Joshua or do I need to talk to everyone else first? I probably need to talk to everyone else first. Okay. Totally forgot what voice I gave you, girl, but here we go. YOLO.
Oh, Estelle. This place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo quartz is gonna be enough.
The scenery sure is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photo quartz?
It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so that you can take a photograph by burning it with light.
That's just what I'd expect from a camera woman. Someone who knows the tools of the trade.
That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua?
Well, he says he's getting some fresh air.
A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of a setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked?
Well, at least she asks. That's already like hold on, let me move my model over a bit more. That's already like number one rule that or like number one thing that a lot of paparazzi don't do is they don't ask for permission before taking pictures, but at least she's asking. Oh, I just lost my TikTok chat. Hold on. There you go.
He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff.
I think he'd probably turn you down.
Ugh, what a waste. He's probably just shy, right?
I think he was actually freaking out. From the conversation we were having with him earlier, I think he was actually freaking out on the inside. Hello. I don't remember what voice I gave you, but here we go.
Oh man, the taste of a cigarette is wonderful. At first I wasn't in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these type of places aren't so bad.
If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all.
No can do. This was a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two.
Blockhead girl? Oh, the camera woman? Damn.
Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now.
When you say scoop, do you just mean gossip for your next article?
Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater.
Okay, I can't really get too gruffy. At least not today. I feel like the game is too quiet. Is it? Crypta! Hello, Jackman! Welcome! How are you? How have you been lately? How's your week been going so far? Glad to see you here.
And in that sense, the place that has piqued my interest is Bose.
I forgot, was it Bose or Bose? Probably Bose, right? The Bose region? Did something happen there?
A number of large bulgaries have taken place one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings.
Wings? Oh, I see. An airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something?
That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the
Erebonian?
By the Erebonian Empire.
Oh, Death Howl, also welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. What it do, what it do? It be doing that for sure. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I keep losing my TikTok chat.
What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them.
Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but it could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure, which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light.
Or spread fake news. Was using the WASD to move for a second. Same thing, I kind of forgot what voice I gave this guy.
Oh, hi there, Estelle. Was it? Is your partner feeling all right?
Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air. Either Joshua has some sort of trauma with the specific tower, or he's afraid of heights, is my guess.
I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that the both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right?
You sure you know your stuff? And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself.
Ah, how nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands.
The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Random Dale, hello, how are you? How's your day been? Any shenanigans on the farm this week? Oh, did you all, for those of you that are American, did you all have a good Father's Day? I had a pretty good Father's Day. Mine was fun. I had a nice barbecue with the fam and some family friends. So that was nice. Some tea, some delicious desserts. It was wonderful, it was wonderful. Which means that you're not from Lib Earl, right?
Nope, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Arabonia.
You don't have to worry about that. Although, I hate war with a passion. That hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire.
You lost someone dear to you?
Yeah, my mother.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories.
It's okay. It happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family.
Oh, so you mean that boy over there?
Yeah, he's like a little brother. Get brother zoned! Get brother zoned, Joshua! I finally made dad pizza for Father's Day. Dad pizza? What's dad pizza? Like a special recipe from your dad, or is there literally a pizza out there called dad pizza? We ran out of olive oil and had to send him to town to get more. Oh wait, I made dad. Okay, hold on. I see what you actually meant. You made your dad pizza. I see. That's what you meant. Not you made dad pizza. You made your dad pizza. Word phrasing. Pizza for dad. So you made your dad go shopping for olive oil on Father's Day. Don't you know fathers are not supposed to do anything on Father's Day? No, that's a lie. That's more like mothers. Fathers, at least in America, a lot of fathers love to barbecue on Father's Day. They love it. And that's exactly what my dad did. He barbecued. We didn't have the traditional American barbecue because none of us are really a fan of it. But we did like grill some stuff. So that was nice.
Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. I wonder why I'm telling you all of this. Usually, this isn't the kind of thing a person tells others.
That's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing?
I guess that's true. I mean, we just met him, though. Hey, move out of my way, sir. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll speak back to Joshua again. What's up with you, buddy?
Are you still feeling sick, Joshua?
No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everyone's ready.
I'm relieved to hear that. What brought this all on anyway? I doubt it was a lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are all right.
I've done stuff on the grill, but it's been raining on and off since Saturday. Oh no, rain. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I like the rain, but not when you have like an event going on. I actually would prefer for it would rain here. It's been a bit too hot this past couple days. I would prefer some rain.
Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights?
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's not fear of heights, so he probably has some sort of trauma with towers.
Estelle, Joshua.
Are you finished taking pictures?
You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones too.
Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, greenhorns, lead the way.
I'm counting on you, children.
Yo, Marg, what's up? What's up? Everyone's joining. How's it going? All the usual crew is here. For the most part. We're missing a couple of people, but most of the regulars are here.
Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back from such ruins without being bitten or chased or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as bracers.
I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off to investigate some ruins.
My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try and save up a bit though. Well, have a wonderful day and I hope we can all meet again.
What up? I'm doing good. Hope you are too.
I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you.
That's what I like to call raw skill.
Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder.
I'll try to remember that.
So, are the two of you headed back to the company soon?
Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such.
I'll head over to the Orbital Factory and get those photographs developed. Take it easy, you two. I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be. They were much longer than I thought they would be. How are you? I'm doing wonderful, actually. Life is good. I'm happy. Nothing negative is happening in my life, so that's good. That's good. I'm seeing my bestie tomorrow. We're gonna hang out at a cafe, which I'm so excited for. So there's that. I'm super happy. Yeah, life is good for me. Everything's been doing really well. Everything's been good. No stress. Everything is working in my favor. All good. All good.
I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now about what it means to be a bracer. It's not just about fighting for justice.
Okay, I don't know why my Joshua voice like fluctuates so often. There you go again, saying all those things. Saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from.
It seems like we've got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild?
That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well?
Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better.
Eyeless, you've made it! Woo! After not being able to come to the last stream, yeah, you're here! Yay! Don't worry, we're still in the prologue, so you didn't really miss much, I guess. Oh, thank you for cheering 100 bits! Let's go, let's go! Do. Where'd the door? Where'd the door at? Where'd the door at? You missed the last one. It's okay, no worries. We all get busy with life. Are there any other quests? Nope. I guess we have to report these first. Hello! Oh, shoot. I also forgot the voice I gave her, too.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua.
It probably was not that, but we're going with that now. Shara? What are you doing here?
This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about. I just finished the jobs I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild.
So you finished your load too, huh?
Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something.
We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well then.
Go ahead, let's hear what you've got.
I got busy with sleeping too much that day. No, that's okay. Don't worry, the VOD is up, and videos to YouTube will be up at some point this week as well. Give me money! Why did I get any money? Why did they not pay me for escorting them? These freaking cheap people. Oh, we're in the 7th class already. Let's go.
Good work, you two. How about you, Sherazade? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job, but you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you.
I checked out the VOD on Twitch last night. Yeah, I saw you're all caught up. Perfect.
I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now.
I don't know. I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag.
Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well.
But they can't drink. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself.
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're turning down my invitation. You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor.
What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public. Oh, that is not good. That is not good.
Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Sherazad, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining.
You know, I don't know if this is just a personal thing, but I don't really understand the buzz around alcohol when you're having fun. I don't know, that just might be a me thing. But I personally don't like the feeling that alcohol gives me when I've had too much. I don't even like getting tipsy, so I sure as hell would probably not enjoy getting drunk. But it's weird, because a lot of people tell me, it's like, Crypta, you should just experience getting drunk so often before you get too old. And then all of a sudden, like, hangovers don't hit the same. Like, hangovers are actually, like, intolerable. And I'm like, I don't want to experience a hangover at all, period. Whether they're not that bad or whether later on in life where they're actually bad. I don't want a hangover at all. No, thank you. But people are like, no, you should do it before they're actually worse. I'm like, no. I can have fun without alcohol. I'm a very energetic, outgoing person. I know how to have fun without the influence of the alcohols, okay? You can have fun without alcohol, literally, exactly. You know, alcohol doesn't have to be involved for you to have fun. I feel like if you need alcohol to have fun, then you're just a boring person. Ooh, she sounds like she needs an intervention. She needs a supervisor, that is for sure. I can't take the alcohol flavor at all, no matter the alcohol. I think for me, it depends. There are some alcohols I like and some I don't. Like, I've mentioned before, I like rum. And then I have like this chocolate strawberry liqueur that I tried during Valentine's Day that was really good. But I don't like beer. Oh wait, actually, hold on. That's kind of a lie. Well, it depends on the beer. Last Saturday, I actually went to like an event with some of my friends. And we had a bit of a beer. It was only like a sample. We didn't like have a full can. It was like a blonde beer because those aren't really that strong, and it was actually really good for me as someone who doesn't like beer, because it wasn't that strong and it wasn't that bitter. Like, it was very mellow, so I liked that. But I mean, I just had the sample. I didn't drink the whole thing. Like, and like after that, I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't really want to drink anymore. I almost forgot about the stream like last time on Thursday. Starry, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Don't worry if you forgot. The VOD is there, and we're all busy with life. I got some vodka at home. I haven't touched in a year. I mean, I also like vodka, but I feel like for me, I can't have straight up vodka. I have to mix it with stuff. I have to mix it with something. I like bourbon, though. Bourbon's also good. Bourbon, whiskey, but same thing. I don't really... If I do drink alcohol, it's just like to taste and not really to drink, I guess. I was 15 minutes late too. It's fine. We didn't really do much in those 15 minutes. Life. Everyone's enemy. Hangovers are because your body's turning the alcohol into a relative of formaldehyde. Yeah. But a lot of people are saying it's like, Crypta, you're gonna be old soon. First of all, F you. And second of all, so what? So what? Just because I'm getting old, that means that I have to experience alcohol before it actually hits me like a tank? No. I don't want to. I'm fine with like one drink, but more than that, no. No, thank you.
But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle.
Really?
Yup.
Oh gosh. Girl, he is 16.
Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence.
Why me? Shara?
Now hold on a minute.
Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll help break you in.
Break me in?
All right, you big pervert. Joshua, why are you drooling like that? Oh, was he? He was into it.
It's not what you think.
I was too busy chatting with ChatGPT with my phone. Didn't tell me you went live. You were chatting with ChatGPT. That's funny. Was it a good conversation? Like I always say, the older the better. Vine boom sound effect. Wait, I can play that on my end, I think. There you go. My Chem 200 teacher thought that it was funny to teach a class of hungover, except for me, I was just sleep deprived. Cautions the chemistry of hangovers. So it just so happened, you're telling me you just so happened that all of you were hungover that day, except for you who was just sleepy? Joshua caught in 4K. She caught him. She's like, you perv. Huh? Mayor Klaus? If I pretend to wheeze and cough, I will actually start wheezing and coughing, so I'm not gonna do that.
Estelle, Joshua, and Shirazad, am I glad to see you? Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? And why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home! Disaster! It's gone!
Your house is gone. Did someone set your house on fire? What?
Alright, calm down, Mayor Claus. Take a deep breath and let it out.
Apparently. It seems as though my home was robbed while I was out.
Your home was robbed? By who? Time to search for a house. We're on the hunt. Have you guys seen this missing house? We're looking for a house. If anyone has seen it, point me into the direction of where you saw the house walk towards, please. What?
That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door. So I looked around the rooms. I looked around, and the rooms were in a state of great disarray.
Wait, what about your wife and Lita?
Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room.
Someone broke into your house, threatened your wife and your maid, and then locked them up and then proceeded to rob your house? House ran by out the west gate. How do you even catch a house? The same way you catch a horse. You round it up. You get your rope and you go yeehaw and you get it. That's how the Americans do it. House ends up as a boss fight like the Final Fantasy VII remake. Wait, there's a running house. Wait, what happened to the house in Final Fantasy VII?
That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anybody. It won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so could you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus?
Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation.
Wait for me. I'm going too.
Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Ina, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on the Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that. And everyone, be careful.
Wow, this place is an absolute mess.
The crooks really tore through here.
Look at the safe. Oh, they even managed to open the safe? Oh, after we just spent all that hard effort delivering the quartz?
The septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen.
Or septium, not a quartz.
I'm really sorry, especially after having you go to all the trouble to bring it here.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
It's not you who should be apologizing. It's the crook.
Can I talk?
It's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house?
The other rooms, for the most part, appear to have been left untouched.
Okay, so they were specifically after the septium.
They're just about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in.
Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do.
Which is?
I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house.
You mean like an on-site investigation? Are we about to Ace Attorney the crime scene?
Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover up the most ground, no?
Alright, we'll see what we can do.
Proceed carefully and deliberately. Alright, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor?
Sure. Now, where to begin?
An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach.
How about we start from this room? And let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so we investigate this room. Bottles. Stock. The books. Oh, investigation music. Is it someone we know? Probably not, right? It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this.
It looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well.
Is the music too loud? Or does it sound good? The music suddenly got really louder.
The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or...
No, it's okay? Okay, perfect. This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well.
The box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an orbital gun.
An orbital gun? Who here is carrying orbital guns? It's just like the mayor. Oh wait, we already kind of read something like this. Okay, so not the books. This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this. Just leaving it for the player to connect the dots there, I suppose? Oh, okay.
It looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered around the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all of this.
Maybe they're trying to cover up some traces? By distracting you from the room by making a mess? There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed.
They seem to be documents regarding Roland city governments. The fact that these are as they are suggests that there was no political aim involved.
Yeah, they didn't take those, surprisingly. Looking back. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... those crooks are not gonna get away with this.
It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or...
Could they really have cracked the combination?
It's not impossible, but I imagine that'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means.
Here's what I think. I think whoever this crook is either gonna be our first enemy, or they might be a future party member. What do you mean by simpler means?
Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorbent properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow.
Little heads up, may not be here for long. It's got an appointment, she'll take hours. Oh, no worries, Kana. If you have to leave, don't worry about it. You know, like I say, prioritize your guys' things first before coming to my streams. My stream should be like last priority. Pretty standard JRPG thought pattern from you there. Exactly. If there's a thief in the game, they're probably gonna be our ally. All right, and or the enemy.
Now, let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. That would be one way to know which buttons were pressed.
Now wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed?
That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks would press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are.
That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something?
That's just basic knowledge.
Basic knowledge, he says? I feel like I learned that by playing like more detective games and stuff growing up.
Anyway, let's check out the buttons.
Those things are not very secure IRL, the button type combination safes. Let's see. I think my parents have a safe. I think they have like the what is it? The dial one? I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have a dial one. But yeah, the buttons one, now that people have figured out a way to work around them, yeah, not very safe. Fire Emblem. Like fire employment? Fire Twitch, your computer corrected Fire Emblem to fire employment? That's hilarious.
Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that the safe was open using the same method I just explained.
Oh, right. Now the big question is, who tested the buttons with that powder? We know it would have to be at least someone who visited the residence.
Right now, just figuring out who that is, that's gonna be the tricky part.
Who has visited this place since then? Wait, the girl? Here. What was her name? The girl with the blue hair. The fancy schmancy pants. We know she was here earlier at some point. But that's the only other person we know. The dial types are pretty secure if made correctly. Yeah, I feel like they're slightly harder to figure out because like you don't know. That one's like that one there you can have multiple combinations there. Wait, is that everything I had to look at? Oh, this isn't even the right room. Oh, a leaf. Huh? What's this? Service leaf? Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here.
You're sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up.
So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Lida! Are you okay? Or Lida?
I had such a scare! I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in.
Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job.
How many people were in the group?
I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. I kind of forgot the voice I gave Lida as well. I feel like it was probably much more calmer than this.
Oh, that reminds me. One of them was short.
It might have been a girl. Okay, is it the girl that was here earlier with the blue hair? I don't remember what her name was, but she was the fancy girl. Because who else has been in this house? And what other characters have we met? Are you alright, ma'am?
Yes, I'm fine. The intruders went violent towards us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel, and there were just the 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in.
Someone's an expert lockpicker. Okay, I think I looked at that. I looked at that. Okay, fine. Don't go that way. Did I look at this? I don't think I did.
This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force.
Oh. Hey, stop walking that way. Okay. Already looked at all that. Oh. Jumped from here? I don't see no marks on the railing, girl.
Look, there are some marks on this railing. You're right. And they're fresh too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood.
Something metal? Oh, did they climb from the balcony and then in from here? Because there's no door here.
Safety hazard.
Oops. This way? Oh wait, we already went here. Nothing out of the ordinary here, I guess. Maybe they took the door with them. Yes, because that's what thieves do. They break into people's houses to steal doors because doors are so valuable. Didn't they say there's more doors than there are, like, tires in the world or something like that? Like, there was, like, a statistic about that or something, or, like, a question. Like, there's more doors in the world than there are tires or something like that. Or, like, something along those lines.
Are you really done investigating?
Look around a little more carefully. Okay, so I missed something somewhere. Okay, it's probably back in the other room. Okay, well, I already looked at this. I already looked at this chest. I already looked at these shelves. I already looked at... I'm pretty sure I looked at this already. Yeah. Okay, fireplace, nothing there. The pot. The safe. Potted plant. The couch. I already looked at these papers. Okay. Okay, we already looked at that. I mean, most cars have 4 doors. I can't remember if they counted car doors in that statistic or if it was just building doors. Okay, maybe back in these other rooms? No. Back in the attic? Chad, do you know what I'm missing? Well, every car has at least 3 doors. Possibly 4 if you divide the hood as a door. I think it was... I don't think they counted car doors. I think it was just building doors. I don't remember. It was quite a long time ago I heard about it. Okay, I spoke to her. Am I supposed to speak to the mans too?
This is what things looked like when I came home. I didn't get a glimpse of the criminals either.